Have you ever watched someone glide through success, making it look effortless, and thought, why not me? You've tried harder, stayed later, pushed yourself past exhaustion, and yet, somehow, it still feels like everyone else has a secret playbook you're missing. If that resonates, this story is for you. This is episode 38, and it's about Ezra, a strategist, a connector, a quiet achiever, who discovered that success isn't about working harder, it's about discovering and leaning into the strengths you are already wired for. The hum of fluorescent lights, the clatter of a keyboard, the faint aroma of cold coffee filling the air. Ezra's ordinary world looked familiar. Long to-do lists stacked high, late nights at his desk, a constant hum of not enough. He believed what so many of us do. Success meant discipline, endurance, and never showing weakness. Every day was a grind, and yet, somewhere inside, a whisper persisted. There has to be a smarter way. Then came the call to adventure. A mentor at work remarked casually one morning, tossing a mug onto the counter, "Everyone has their superpowers, you just need to find yours." It hit Ezra like a jolt. Could it really be that he didn't need to fix himself, but instead discover what already worked? The idea felt thrilling and terrifying. At first, Ezra resisted. "I'm just average. I can't be one of those high performers," he thought. Fear wrapped around him. What if I fail? What if I waste time chasing illusions? Yet the voice of curiosity was steadier, quieter, and eventually louder. The mentor's words lingered, forming a mantra he would return to again and again. Every strength is just a skill in disguise. Stop fighting yourself. Ezra began noticing the moments when work felt effortless, when his mind raced ahead, connecting dots others didn't see. When a colleague sought his advice and he could guide them without strain. When patterns emerged in his work that no checklist could teach. Crossing the threshold wasn't dramatic at first. He started journaling his wins. Small moments of clarity, patterns of natural flow. Every note was a breadcrumb leading toward a bigger understanding. Of course, tests and friction arrived quickly. Ezra stumbled when his instincts told him to say yes to everything, or when results didn't immediately appear. External skepticism crept in too, colleagues questioning why he wasn't grinding harder. Allies appeared subtly, a peer covering a weak spot, positive feedback, even the quiet reflection in his journal pages. Then came the bigger challenge, leading a high-stakes project that required him to fully trust his strengths, his strategic thinking, clarity in communication, and ability to build trust, rather than force discipline into every task. The ordeal was real. He had to present to senior leaders, relying on his natural abilities, not the exhausting method of over-preparation he'd used for years. Heart racing, mind arguing, "Don't mess this up." But the steady inner voice whispered, "Now." When it ended, Ezra felt it. The reward wasn't applause, it was the quiet click inside. He had been working in alignment with who he truly was. His top strengths, strategic thinking, trust building, clarity in communication, weren't just skills. They were superpowers he'd been using all along without noticing. The road back involved living differently. Ezra didn't just apply his strengths to projects. He set up systems, blocking time for focus, delegating tasks that drained him, saying no strategically, journaling wins weekly. The resurrection came when a new challenge arose, a complex problem that would have overwhelmed him before. This time, he faced it calmly, intuitively, and with confidence. By the time he returned with the elixir, Ezra carried a new truth. Success isn't about copying others, grinding harder, or erasing weaknesses. It's about recognizing your core strengths, leaning into them, and letting them guide your path. Through his story, maybe a part of that truth now carries to you. So here's a tiny trackable 7-day practice. For the next week, each day, 1. Note one task or moment where you felt in flow. 2. Identify the strength that made it effortless. 3. Reflect. How could leaning into this strength more intentionally change your results? At the end of 7 days, you'll start to see a pattern and the strengths you've been overlooking. Final question. What would change if you fully trusted the abilities that are already wired into you?